there, my mangy monkeys. How you doing on this fantastic day? I know this is weird, it's funky, it's unique. What the heck is going on right now? Well, let's explain really quick. Then we're going to pop in here and play some Moab Pit for 10,000 medallions. We want to win them all. So, this is one of my first ever Facecam videos. Obviously, you guys have seen me do, some random Facecams every once in a while, but this is my first, high quality, actually trying to do legit Facecams as, a new part of my channel. Let me know what you guys think of it. Of course, I'm pretty darn sure this is going to be, a pretty big part of my channel, so hopefully you guys can enjoy it nonetheless. I notice pretty much every other YouTuber does it anyways, so, it's about time for us to hop in and try this stuff out. Of course, this is my first video doing this. This is basically my test video. So because it's my test video, I want you guys to give me some input on what you think and what you think I can do better in the long run. So that being said, if something's not perfect, if the audio is a little bit, sad or whatnot, hopefully you guys can give me some input and we can make it better. So let's start a game in here, and I'll explain my setup, and we'll play some stuff together. So that's going to be fun. So with the Moab Pit, we know these are going to be some tough battles. So I'm going to try and pay attention to you guys as much as possible while still hopping in here and trying to win the game. Obviously, that's the main point for me, is winning the game. We got to get the 20,000 medallions. We're not little chillers that we just play and oh, we have some fun. No, we want to win the games today. So, oh crap, we won 20,000 medallions for free! Look at that, man! We're just the medallion kings today. We'll win 40k, I guess. Or no, we're gonna win 20k. But we're gonna get 40k. Because technically, put it in the pot right there. Put it in the big bad pot. So, ooh, this guy's not very good. This guy, he's got triple my battle score and everything, but based on his record, Pookie 34 Stop is not the best player in the entire world. So we're going to play on Brick Road right here, and I am going to get a Dart Monkey. We're going to go Banana Farm. We're going to go Balloon Chippers as a kind of new unique tower, and we get a Boomerang, which is a pretty good tower as well. I like using boomerangs, especially on levels with nice little square areas where you can get a glaive lord. It just makes me feel good about it. So of course, banana farms are key, man. We're gonna get banana farms all over the place. Probably at least 3 or 4 2-0 banana farms. So yeah, we're going hardcore today. So basically, how is my setup working? What is exactly going on? Well, I got a new camera. It's a pretty high quality camera, so hopefully everything looks pretty good. I actually have my green screen behind me, which you guys hopefully cannot see. That's kind of the main goal here, is that you guys can't see my green screen. But if there is, some sort of kinks or ripples or something like that, hopefully I can fix that in the future. And I've got my iPad right here, so I spent a long time doing this, man. Oh, man, it was super duper rough for me. I was trying to hook up my stand, but I didn't want to put it on top of my desk, so what I did was I did something kind of funky. I actually hooked it up on the bottom of my desk, which, using drills and trying to screw in all these things is obviously pretty darn tough, underneath a desk like that, while still trying to have everything connected. So we're already down about 50 lives, but that's not a big deal right now. I don't care. I'm just like, whatevs, man. We're going to get a really quick second Dart Monkey over here, and we're going to use our Battle Energy as soon as we do that. So we're going to go Dart Monkey, get this guy, and we're going to use the Battle Energy so we don't lose too many lives on that. We already lost about half of them, so, we don't want to lose too many more than that. And we get our second triple darts already. So we know this guy is going just an engineer and just trying to go full-on balloons against us. What does that mean? It means round 6 is going to be his demise. At least I hope so. We're also going to put this guy on last because I feel like he'll do a little bit better of a job just hitting these balloons. It was kind of an emergency when I put it down. So, right now what we're going to do is we're going to save up just a tiny bit of money, and we're going to go for a pretty reasonable green rush against this guy. He's spending all of his money on, obviously, these blues and greens and everything. So we're going to go for a pretty hefty green rush right here. And we're going to use our second set of battle energy. So a little on the scary side here. Obviously there's a lot of greens and a lot of blacks over here, so the battle energy is going to save our lives. But check this out. These greens are just totally annihilating this guy. He's trying to get his 9-inch nails up and everything, but it's a little too late, and I think he's going to lose a ton of lives on this. He's going to go for another rush against us, so I'm just going to say screw you, and I'm going to have to go for a 3-0 boomerang, or at least a 2-0 for now. Hurts our eco a little bit, but overall, in the long run, I'm fine with it. Especially because we can set out a gigantic yellow rush on this next level as well, which will totally annihilate this guy. Maybe even should we do a regrow yellow rush? You know what? Alright, let's do it. Let's go like this. We're going to go regrow yellows. Full on regrow yellows. There's no way this guy's going to take down these yellows. In the Moab Pit as well, we're going to kill somebody with regrow yellows. That's really weird to do that. Unless he gets a ridiculous wizard over there, I don't think there's any way he can stop this thing. And Pookie Step will be defeated. 20,000 medallions are officially in our pocket. We lost a lot of lives there. That was scary. But we ended up pulling through because this guy was so darn greedy. He just wanted too much eco with just a little baby engineer over there. It's just weird. So let's play another Moab pit for you guys, and I'm probably going to call it a day after that. Again, this is my setup video. If this turns out like complete crap, I don't want to have to, you know, spend a million hours on it and have it turn out terrible and have you guys be mad at me for some reason. So, I didn't really explain my setup that great, but basically these headphones are actually going to the camera right now. And the cool thing is I can hear myself, because it's kind of weird. The audio goes through here into the microphone part of the camera. Then I have the headphone part jack that comes back and feeds it back into my ear so I can actually hear myself talk, which is kind of fun because I can do that on my computer, but it doesn't really work that great because there's this little tiny delay. But on here it actually works really, really well, so I'm kind of excited about it. So we get a really long map here. We got Gaming Molt. So I don't know who this really is. I severely doubt it's actually Molt. But what we are going to do is we're going to do some sort of submarine strategy, especially in the Moab pit. That'd be kind of weird to have to play him. We're going to do a cannon, and I don't know, how about a Cobra? We never do Cobras. We're going to do Cobra, and we're going to do a Wizard as well. So the Cobras, we can cause a lot of havoc. If this guy does not have subs or something like that, mega damage. Now this is also going to be Bloon Eco. That's not something we normally do. We don't normally go Bloon Eco against people. But on this map, I feel like it's going to be beneficial by the time we get to the late game, so it's really not necessary. Now, banana farms, you can still use them on this map and everything, but having a fourth or a third tower that we can actually pick is definitely nice. So we're going to go for a quick cannon in here. I'm going to go for a 2 or 3-0 cannon really quick. On top of course, sending out red balloons. Balloons, 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 balloons! Alright, so we got the red balloons flown out, and he's going to go for quick airburst darts. So obviously, we're not going to kill him with anything anytime soon. But that's okay. It's okay. We're just going to have to chill a little bit. Now, I don't know how late the game this is going to go, but this is a late game map for sure. So unless we can do some sort of really, really crazy, ridiculously awesome rush, I don't think this game is going to end too early. So there we go. We're going to go for cluster bombs already, and we got to make sure we put them on close. Put them on close, man. Yeah. So also, this is not the normal microphone that I use. The normal microphone that I use is actually a USB microphone, but I figured, or actually I couldn't, so this guy's actually going to go for some pinks against me with the Bloon energy. I see how it is, my friend. So let's get a little sub in here, let's pop him into existence, put him on strong, pop in one set of road spikes to stop the rest of those balloons, and keep on flowing with our eco. Now this guy's not going much eco at all, so I don't really understand. You would think that he would want to go full-on blues and everything, but mixing up with some pinks and giving a little bit of space in here, definitely solid for us. So now that we got our sub in here, not very many balloons are going to get through, even when blacks come out. You know, we'll just get a quick 0-1 or 1-1 or something like that and stop all these guys. So this guy does actually have the banana farms. That's very, very weird. I would not expect somebody to get the banana farms this late in the game. You know, if you're going to go banana farms, it's usually a round 2 thing. You know, round 1 and 2 is when you start putting the banana farms down. So I don't know, I guess it's kind of interesting. I feel like this will give us the advantage because of such a late banana farm. And he's mixing it too. I never recommend mixing it. Now of course you can mix it, and it's not the most terrible thing in the entire world. You know, you're getting eco in several different ways, which definitely sounds good because if you do a rush, you're not going to be totally annihilated. But at the same time, it's usually just not as effective as going one or the other, because if you're using farms, you didn't get to pick your third tower. So you have, I guess, less of a chance of getting a good tower that you might want to use. And if you're not using the banana farms to their maximum ability, that's, you know, usually an issue. So we're still just chilling here with our just 3-0 cannon and just a little baby sub. And he's finally going to get a boomerang, probably up to 2-3. Maybe a 3-0. I don't know. A lot of people tend to get 3-0s on this map, which I feel like it's okay. But unless you're planning on getting a Glaive Lord, I recommend a 2-3 on this map. And don't get me wrong, I get 3-0s as well, but I feel like 2-3s are just better on this map. So we're getting a pretty reasonably high eco. We're going to get 600. You know, I'm thinking, why not, man? We'll push it to 650, maybe 700 or something like that. We can get the submarine up to nuclear, and once you get that, nothing's going to kill you. Even if you sell a 3-0 cannon to get him, it doesn't matter. So just getting the nuclear sub is just really darn awesome. And I'm actually going to reposition him in a slightly better spot. So with $700 right now, whoop, 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 that is awesome, man. 700 eco. That's sweet titties, man. Sweet titties indeed. Titty sprinkles all over the place. And we're going to go for our amazing 3-0 sub. So advanced intel, submerge this bad boy. Doesn't pop any balloons at the moment, but at least he's going to help out. So I got to be a little careful, man. Regrow leads could be pretty dangerous. A couple other things can probably kill us. Regrow blacks would be kind of dangerous for us to fight off, to fend off. You know, our little area we need to keep protected. You know, when the balloons get through, little monkey babies are dying. That's what's happening. So we got to protect our monkey babies, and hopefully his monkey babies will die, because we're like that. We're evil like that. So he is going to go for some pinks against me now, and if we finally get the reactor going. So we got full-on camo detection. This guy still got no camo detection. So we're going to say, screw you, and just test it out. Test out the waters. If it kills him, awesome. If it doesn't, it doesn't. Oh, he's going to get the sub up. All right, good for him. So now what we're going to do is we're going to send out just a few regrow zebras, just spaced out like that. So we're going to go for some sort of weird ninja over there. I guess he's actually doing a pretty good job against these things. I'm actually a bit surprised that he's doing such a good job. So we're going to switch our strategy into just some regular zebras and get our eco flowing. Get the eco going. Sometimes the 3-0 boomerang is not good enough to stop all these zebras, and it's kind of surprising that they can't. But again, we're not really trying to kill him with these zebras. We're more just getting eco. It doesn't matter. Send out pinks, send out zebras, send out blacks. It's pretty much all the same thing. Alright, so we almost get 1,000 eco already on round 15. Keep in mind, though, that regrow ceramics are pretty darn deadly, so we're going to have to stop those guys in some way. We're going to go twin guns and go all the way up to an airburst darts. Let's watch it, man. Watch the regrow ceramics. Sometimes people pop those into existence when you're not expecting it. But now with the airburst darts, I don't think that it's going to be deadly at all. But now, again, he's mixing these things. He's getting a lot of pink balloons. He's sending out a lot of pink balloons against us while still having 3 2-0 banana farms. So the cool thing about that strategy, again with the mixing, is that if he wants to, he can send out a whopping $6,000 rush out of nowhere. He can spend all of his pink balloons and then just go, boom, $6,000. So obviously that is pretty darn pro. But at the same time, it is kind of scary to do that, because then, like, your eco is still pretty darn bad. So if you do a weird rush like that, your eco's going down to nothing, your farms are gone. So, you know, usually it's not the best thing ever. Alright, so, thinking long-term here, man. What else do we need to get to make sure we can stop this guy? Well, I'm thinking we're going to do some sort of Cobra strategy pretty darn soon. Even with the sub and the boomerangs, I don't know if he can stop a good Cobra rush, or at least stealing all of his lives down to 1 is going to be a definite bonus for us. So we have about 1,300 eco right now, which, don't get me wrong, is very, very solid, but we can't stop a BFB yet. We can't stop multiple BFBs. We can't stop a bunch of Moabs, so we have to be, you know, reasonably safe here. So 1,500 is my goal. Once we get 1,500, I'll mix in a couple Moab Maulers, I'll get another couple Airburst Dart subs, and then I'll mix in some more Cobras in there. And then maybe, to top it all off, if he rushes us, we're going to go for a quick Tornado Wizard to send out all the balloons back to the beginning. But first things first, let's get a Moab Mauler. Let's go like this. Go 1, 2, 3. Strong 1. And, oh, there we go. We see the Moab Mauler coming out. I'll also, I don't know, what do I want to get? I don't think we need to do anything here. I think everything's just going to die. Yeah, everything just died for us. Perfect. I was thinking battle energy or not, and we didn't really need it. So again, his eco's getting hurt a little bit over there. I know we only have 1,500, but that's a pretty reasonable amount right there. And, oh, he sold his farms. He's just going to go for a full-out rush against us. All right, so we're going to go like this. We're going to go Balloon Impact. We're going to use the battle energy. And we're going to get a couple more third-tier cannons if we can afford them. Now, that was just a terrible rush from him. I don't know what the heck he was thinking. At least go BFBs. So that was... I think he was thinking that he had to take me down now, or he wasn't going to take me down at all, because he knew I had a really awesome economy. So this is pretty much the nail in the coffin for him. Unless he sends out a mega awesome rush in the next few seconds in here, I don't think he can take me down. Or if we waste all of our money sending out a really weird rush as well, that would be kind of sad. So let's get our eco up a little bit higher. You know, 3,000 is usually the magic number, 3,500, right around there is usually the magic number. You can keep sending out more and more things. Now the cool thing is he's actually going to get his eco back if he's smart. But it looks like he's not sending out any more pink balloons. He's just saving up for a last-ditch rush that he wants to try and kill me with. So because of that, we got to be safe in here, guys. We got to get a few more Moab Maulers up to strong. We're going to get a couple Cobras in here up to, oh, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to get the other side. Poo. So I always get confused with Cobras, because I'm not one of those people that I don't use them that often, you know? So it's kind of weird when I do decide to use them. So this guy actually has no regrow lead oh, he is going to go for that last-ditch rush against us, kind of as expected. So we're going to misdirect this bad boy. Send it right back at him. Alright, perfect. And we're going to sell this guy and buy another one of those just in case something weird happens. Get a second misdirection, just get another BFB comes out against us. So the misdirections, as you can tell down in the bottom here, take a few seconds before you can use them, but it's really not that long. So unless you actually pop the BFB or something, you're usually going to kill him. So even with those ninjas and everything, he might be able to magically pop these things. Maybe, just maybe, he might be able to. But we saw the battle energy coming out, so we are just going to send out... oh, there we go. 10-0. Whoop, 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 whoop. We took him down. All right. So with the misdirection, something I almost never use, as you can tell based on me going left-sided instead of right-sided on accident. So that's going to be pretty much the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed this, obviously make sure you press the like button. If there's any bugs or kinks or problems in the video, of course I'll try and fix them in future videos. I have no idea how the audio is going to sound. I hope it's nice. But thanks for watching, and have a super duper delicious day.